sometimes wonder, what would I do in the next generation? In 1940, if I was enlisted to fight for the nation. In 1960, if I had to fight for the rights of my people, and lay down my life in the lines of my grandkids to live a life that's peaceful. Would I be on that? Would I be front line? That's what I'm thinking. If I was alive in the 1912 when the Titanic and it was sinking, who am I saving? Am I fighting women and children, or am I waiting? I wonder, what would I do in the next generation? Battle of Kabbalah, if they captured me for the sake of my father. Would I stand on my honor like Hussein did and told him to make me a martyr? Would I really get smart? Forgive my oppressor, stick to the creed. If I got locked inside like Nelson Mandela but never was free, I see a white man dance to rumba, ain't studying Patrice Lumumba, but get on the stage and sing like Songba, like Jaja Songba. Fuck it, I wonder, what would I do in the next generation? Would I fight injustice? Is the reason why my name is David? How can you be king? How can you be king? Don't speak for the people. Them man try to draw me out and compare like me and these niggas are equal. I'm a black man in this bozo saying my music's socially conscious, while the man then trolling responses. This world's gone totally bonkers. I sometimes wonder, what would I do in the next generation? But I'm knowing the answer, cause what am I doing in this generation? Afraid to speak, I don't want to risk my occupation. We got kids under occupation. Our parents, they wouldn't get that. The people that died for our freedom spoke on justice, couldn't accept that. I talk about the money in all my accounts, so why don't I speak on the West Bank? Remember, growing up prejudiced, the damage 7/7 did. Extremists and terrorists, I was afraid of the Taliban. Can't speak out on illegal settlers, now I'm afraid of a shadow ban. What would I do in the next generation? Critiquing African leaders for selling our country's natural resources to the West for peanuts. If they don't hear, they'll feel us. I question what I'm alive for. Can you say you're alive if you ain't got something you're willing to die for? What am I willing to die for? What am I doing in this generation? I get in my head sometimes. I feel like I'm in despair. That feeling of total powerlessness. I get that sinking feeling that good ain't defeating evil. I put their pain on vinyl. I feel like that shit ain't moving the needle. Retweeting people and raising awareness. In all fairness, ain't gonna bring Chris back to his parents, but there's no other option. It's a process, gotta stand and protest. Cause they want man silence, cause they want man dead and they want man hopeless. In the next generation, I spoke with my ancestors in the night and I showed them. They spoke with tears in their eyes for the brothers they lost and said it was progress. How can it be progress? I asked them, confused, disgusted. They said, David, just so you could fight us, you know how my suffering touched us. And you got a chance, we come from a time and a place where you couldn't get justice. Had to find peace in the fact that we all answer to the one that we trusted. And in our generation, we did do peaceful protests just like you. Burnt buildings just like you. Did boycotts just like you. Sat in a hostile powerless, did feel powerless just like you. And I know that it may sound strange, but we made some change and we're just like you. I know that you question your character. I know that you suffer in silence. I know that it don't feel right when you go to the club in Victoria Island. Cause how can you dance in a club? There's 100 people begging outside it. I know the sins of your father. I know that you're desperate to fight it. So step in your purpose. Speak to your people, share your secrets, expose your emotions. You might not see, but there's people that need it, never demand it. And if God can grant it, manifest it, receive it. Your name is David, and that covenant sacred. You got a promise, so keep it deep. That man talking and think, but I bleed. Man wanna speak when I see, but I seen it. Tried in the fire, but I get some anointed. Can't no pass me the torch, receive it. God told me I'm the one, I believe it. Shout hollow man, cause he helped me achieve it. I'm the youngest of my brothers. Father, he's the burden on our mothers. Give these niggas money, see their colors. Don't mix me with them, I'm not the one. Random Mr. Summer, when it comes up Abraham, I sacrifice the son. Where I'm from, they sacrifice the son. Hold up, I ain't finished, I ain't done. My ancestors told me that my life is prophecy. And it's not just me, it's a whole generation of people gradually making change. They ain't a great guitar shift that make a name.